Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Sunday, May 12th, 2024. So, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much.
And was this a good Mother's Day present, would you say?
It was a fun crossword for Mother's Day or any day.
Ah, okay.
So, yes, I enjoyed it very much.
I found it to be an epic struggle.
Really?
Yes, I had so many problems in so many places in the grid.
It did take me longer than usual, but it wasn't that bad.
It was, I mean, I was able to get and make progress everywhere, but eventually I just got to some point and I'm like, I have no idea.
No.
I had trouble with, 31 across. That was sort of the area where I was having trouble. Metal ring that holds a pencil's eraser
Yeah.
is a ferrule.
Who knew that?
Well, you know, I got enough letters that I actually had that, and I was trying to decide if it was ferrule, F-E-R-R-U-L-E, or ferrules, F-E-R-R-U-L-S, because 7 down, mysterious glows, could have been auras or
Yes.
auri.
Yes, I had auras to begin with. But then when I got the L of feral, I thought, oh, that wouldn't have an S at the end of it. That would make it a plural.
Exactly.
So I put the E then,
Yeah.
and that was the correct move.
See, I think that's where just basic knowledge of how the English language fits together can help you when you don't know the exact answer. You know, they did have, just the other day, they had ori, a plural like that. And so it's sort of like they were preparing us for this one.
I suppose.
But right underneath that just about killed me because there was a natick for me there. Tourist destination in Baja, California Sur, or possibly Baja, California Sur. How do you pronounce that J in B-A-J-A?
Baja.
Baja? Okay, in Baja, California Sur. So it turned out to be Cabo San Lucas.
Right.
But I didn't know 37 down the actor Eric. I thought, oh, it's Eric Idle, but that doesn't work.
That's what I put for.
Well, because it was 4 letters long. The last 3 letters were A and A,
Right.
so it's like it could have been like Bana, Kana, Donna. I mean, just about anything would work with an A and A at the end of it.
That's true.
And it was Cabo San Lucas. Have you ever been to Cabo San Lucas?
No, but I've heard of it.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you knew that?
Yeah. I didn't remember it was San Lucas because people, they go to Mexico and they say, oh, I'm going to Cabo. They just call it by its first name. I think it is a big honeymoon destination now.
Really?
A lot of people, like to go there after they get married, or maybe a baby moon before they have a baby. They go ahead and go to Cabo.
Mm-hmm. So this is the first time I've ever heard of Cabo.
Oh.
And it was a bad time to be learning it. No one has ever come up to me and said, hey, I'm going to Cabo. So I congratulate you on your choice of friends.
Uh-huh.
But that was miserable for me because, and another problem I had was in the bottom right, 119 across, safe investment options informally. I had it starting with T, but before I got around to figuring that one out, I put down for 109 down word on some yogurt labels, and I had an L and an I, and I thought, oh, it's lime, because if you have lime yogurt, what does it say on the cover? Lime. So
have you ever had lime yogurt?
I've seen it. It's available at Festival Foods, who is not a sponsor of today's podcast. And never will be, but
I've never heard of lime yogurt.
Sure, if you go to Cabo San Lucas, that's all they serve. So anyway, then I thought, oh, it's live, as in live culture. So I had T Novus, and I thought, this must be some fiduciary or financial term that I'm just unfamiliar with. T Novus, and then eventually. I don't know why, but I knew there was something wrong with T Novus. It's just like that It's like,
that's good.
and so I took out the light, and then the light dawned, so to speak. I'm sorry, I took out the live, and then the light dawned, literally, because the
Yes.
answer was L-I-T-E.
Yes, for T notes.
T notes, which of course, if I had the T, the N, the O, and nothing at all in an E and an S, I would have seen that in a millisecond. But, and so I had to take the word out. So listeners, when you're stuck, remove things from the grid. That is my recommendation.
Well, I had put T bills there.
Oh, that's good.
But then, 90 down, that
99
was,
down.
99 down, blowing away. I thought, well, that's probably going to end in ing.
Yeah.
So then I had TN, so I thought, oh, it's T notes. So that's
Wow.
about that.
You only needed 2 letters.
I only needed 2 letters.
See, I had TN. I would have thought Tennessee and got nowhere with that.
No, I don't think so. Well,
But, and also, it took me a long time to grok that there was actually a theme here. And,
yes.
and boy, I needed that theme because I was having all sorts of troubles all over the place.
Well, I kind of figured there was a rebus because I was having
Really?
the same problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know the answer. I can't figure out what's going on here. I thought, oh, there's got to be a rebus. So, and there was. It was a rebus crossword.
It seems like they haven't had a lot of rebuses or rebusi on Sundays lately.
No, they haven't. That's true.
And I was so I was totally unprepared for one. And then once I got the fact that there was one, I started seeing them in all sorts of places where they didn't belong and weren't.
Really? Oh, no.
I don't know what it's called when you hallucinate the existence of a rebus. I think Shakespeare, is this a rebus I see before me? I think that was the
Nay, it is not. 'Tis not.
Oh, damned rebus. I think that's another famous quote.
So, well, there was a rebus, and it was the theme, so let's talk about that.
Okay.
The name of the puzzle was Pixar Box Set, which should have been a clue, but didn't. Just went right over my head. But yes, there were in the puzzle many rebuses that were the names of Pixar films.
Right.
And I was kind of blown away at how many one-word Pixar films there are, because these were all one word. There was, in the CABOSANLUCAS, the second to last square was a rebus with the name Luca. They had a movie called Luca, and so that was one of them. 25 across was the first one, I believe. Yes. Original host of MTV's Total Request Live. And that was Carson Daly. But the first square was a rebus, and it had the word cars in it, which was, of course, a Pixar film.
Did you know the name Carson Daly?
I did know the name Carson Daly, but I didn't even think of that. So I was thinking, well, it could be Don Daly, because I had the Ondaly, so I thought it could be Ron Daly or it could be Don Daly, and the cross was not helping me because it was 11 down, prominent figure at the Academy Awards, and it was sort of looking like statue, and it was sort of looking like Oscar, but there wasn't enough letters. It did actually turn out to be Oscar statue, with the CAR of Oscar and the S of statue in the one frame there, cars, Oscar statue, CARS, cars. So anyway, that was the theme. And so we had cars, we had Luca, we had up, we had soul.
Right.
We had Wall-E, we had Brave, we had Coco. Was that all of them? I think that was all of them.
It could be. The font is so small in some of them, it's hard to tell.
But up, not so bad. Only 2 letters there.
No, and that's the one, it was just crying out, 57 down, 2-family dwelling. I had it ending in Lex, and it's just like, it's got to be a duplex.
Yeah, that's in fact where I figured it out. When I figured out, oh, we got a rebus here. So,
I either figured it out there. I had a hunch, 96 across, digital container associated with Bitcoin. So first of all, I was racking my brain, and it's like, what do they call that? Oh, it's blockchain. But blockchain didn't belong. It was the container. And so I was thinking, oh, it's like a wallet. And I was thinking it was going to be like e-wallet. But that was too short. That wasn't enough to occupy all those letters. But it turned out to be crypto wallet.
right.
And of course, we should point out naturally that the rebuses work on the way down. So for instance, 67 down refused to answer questions. I wanted it to be pled the fifth, which did not fit, but it was stonewalled, except it was stonewalled.
Yeah.
I mean, they were all ingenious.
Well, and the next one there, 98 across, dystopian classic whose title comes from The Tempest. Well, I got New World, and I'm like, oh, it's Brave New World. And like, yes, Brave. That was a movie. That was a Pixar movie. And going down there where Brave was, the first square, 1995 blockbuster with numerous historical inaccuracies, and that was Braveheart.
Right.
So yeah, Brave was the rebus going down and across there. But
see, I read that and I thought the dystopian classic, A New World.
Oh,
and then I had A Heart, and it's just like I don't remember a movie called A Heart.
No,
but I kept that for a while because I didn't know what to do with it.
I knew Brave New World was a dystopian novel. So.
108 in that area, picture book with characters like Oddlaw, Wizard, Whitebeard, and Wolf was Where's Waldo.
I know, and I couldn't remember that.
I didn't know they had names.
Well, they did. I mean, there were other characters besides Waldo. There was his sort of opposite. That was Oddlaw. That's Waldo backwards.
Gasp.
And then he had a dog.
Was it called Wolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I completely forgot all those different characters. And when I think how many times I looked at Where's Waldo with our kids over and over again until, we all knew where Waldo was on every page, but we still like to look. So
108 down, by the way, while we're in that area, polemology is the study of them. Wars.
Yes.
Boy, that took me a bit.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure on that.
It didn't help that 118 across statistical calculation was error.
Right.
I'm like mean, median,
yeah, I was
mode.
going through all those too.
I settled on range for a while because I needed 5 letters, and that was the only one I could think of.
That's what you get with statistics.
That was just
error, yeah.
And then, of course, they had the one, I will never remember this name, Al Blank, discus thrower in the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame, Al Oerter, Oerter.
Yes.
See, and you knew that too?
No,
We've had that before, though, haven't we?
I've never seen it.
I think we have, and the reason I say that is because I was stunned by it then, and I was as stunned by it then as I am now.
You'd think we'd see it a lot because it's got 2 E's, an O, 2 R's, and a T. I mean, it's got a lot of common letters there. Yeah,
okay, so when I said that we've seen it before, this would assume I was doing the crossword in 2010, which is the... So I may have to rescind that statement.
Well, that's okay. Only 14 years ago.
And then it first appeared in 2003. So and Patrick Berry, whose book I am reading right now because I'm trying to learn how to write a crossword.
So he must have thrown that discus way back when. So it doesn't give a year. But it does say he's in the Hall of Fame. So.
Well, he might have just been in there throwing the discus. He might not be in there because he deserved it. It's a little bit unclear in the clue.
I think he must have been pretty good to get in the Hall of Fame. But
anyway,
no, I had no idea what that was. I had to get it all from the crosses. And I was having a lot of trouble with the crypto wallet because I had no idea what was in there. So
Yeah, neither do most people who own a crypto wallet. That's the trouble with it.
I know nothing about crypto. So,
88 down was cute, and 86 down was cute, and sort of harkened back to a crossword earlier last week. What can symbolize 50? Capital L.
yes. Uh-huh.
That was good.
Yep.
Bring back the old Roman numeral days. Just all sorts of things. 39 down. Trawl for personal information. Fish. Phish.
Right.
I was hampered there because for 38 across band shirts, I had the fourth from last letter to be a T, so I thought, it's T's, Tees. And so I was trying to trawl for information starting with an E. That didn't go, but then it turned out that the band shirts were tube tops.
That's right.
Is that because there's sort of like a band where the shirt is? Okay.
Yep.
32 across, I had to dig deeply for this. Title Disney character of 1998, and it was Mulan.
Oh.
See, that's where I wanted to put Wall-E.
Oh.
Because the third letter was an L.
Uh-huh.
And I felt
But
pretty...
that was a Pixar film. I mean, I know Pixar and Disney are sort of...
I mean,
synonymous.
Disney owns Pixar.
Yeah.
Of course, they didn't in 1998.
But they call those pictures Pixar pictures, whereas the cartoon ones are Disney pictures. I knew it was Mulan because that was the year I went to South Korea.
Oh.
And I just saw so much of I know that Mulan was in China and I was in South Korea, but there was just a lot of overlap with the culture, it seems. So, yeah, I remember that well.
That you of Mulan ran into another amazing clue, 10 down, jet setting. And I wanted it to be like, running or something, but it was hot tub.
Yes.
It's like,
Jet setting.
At some point I thought, maybe it has something to do with an airport. But nope, it was a hot tub.
Like a runway or something, but no, hot tub.
I mean, I just had, even 49 across. Lady Gaga vis-a-vis Billie Eilish, e.g., label mate.
Right.
It's like,
who knew
wow. I had doll ingredients. I had bananas there for a while because I had an N and I had another N that I thought belonged there. But it was lentils.
Yes.
I don't know if doll ever has banana.
I knew it was not
really
bananas, but I didn't. I thought maybe it was potatoes. I was thinking doll might have potatoes in it, but it has lentils.
Well, I will tell.
It might have potatoes too. But,
I will tell you, this was for me, like I said, a very tough crossword. Guess how long it took me?
An hour and a half.
I wish. I just think I figured out the rebus at the hour and a half point.
Oh, that's about what it took me, hour 25.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was for you to solve the entire puzzle.
Yep.
That was for me to figure out there was a rebus in it. So it took me 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 51 seconds.
I could never work that long on a crossword, I don't think.
Well, I was just so annoyed that my dismay just drove me forward because, between CABOSANLUCAS and T Novus, I was in all sorts of trouble. But anyway, this was a great crossword by Avery G. Katz.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I love being, naticked in multiple places and eventually sort of digging my way out. But boy, for me, it was just an epic struggle. So I'm hoping tomorrow's will be easier.
I hope
it is a Monday, so I guess we'll find out. All right. Well, that is it for today then. So thanks everyone for listening. We will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.